Do you find it difficult to understand Netflix and movies in English and native speakers when they're having conversations? That's probably because the way that native speakers communicate and speak is actually very, very different to the written form of the language. So in this video, we're going to do a guided listening of the movie Groundhog Day. I've taken a scene from the movie and we can look at exactly how the written form actually deviates and is different from the spoken form in the movie itself. So the goal here is that you are better able to recognize these often reduced forms when they are spoken in natural conversation. So you become a better listener, basically. Hi, I'm Mike from Mike Talks English, and I'm an English language teacher and German language teacher based here in Berlin in Germany. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we'll watch the scene one time from the movie, and then I'll play the scene again for you with subtitles. So the first time without subtitles and the second time with subtitles, and then we'll begin the analysis after that. Okay, so here we go.
What are you looking for, Phil? A date for the weekend?
No, I'm just interested in you. You know, what do you want? What do you like? What do you think about? What kind of men are you interested in? What do you do for fun?
Is this for real, Phil, or are you just trying to make me look like a fool?
I'm just trying to talk like normal people talk. Isn't this how they talk?
What are you looking for, Phil? A date for the weekend?
No, I'm just interested in you. You know, what do you want? What do you like? What do you think about? What kind of men are you interested in? What do you do for fun?
Is this for real, Phil, or are you just trying to make me look like a fool?
I'm just trying to talk like normal people talk. Isn't this how they talk?
What are you looking for, Phil?
What are you looking for, Phil? So we've got a strong stress there on the looking, so we can mark that like this. What are you looking for? Okay, let's listen one more time.
What are you looking for, Phil?
I can also hear that water, so it's pronounced like this. Water. What are you looking for? And then this is just, it's not you, just what are you?
What are you looking for, Phil? A date for the...
Okay, so I also can't hear the G here and the O there. So what are you looking for? What are you looking for? Let's listen to that one more time, maybe a little bit more slowly.
What are you looking for, Phil?
Okay, and then coming to the next part, let's see what is the strongest syllable here.
Phil, a date for the weekend?
Okay, so date is definitely the strongest part there, so we can mark that. Phil, a date for the weekend, and then we're going up like that. Okay, let's listen to the pronunciation of the specific parts. I'll slow it down a little bit.
What are you looking for, Phil? A date for the weekend?
So we've got this here, Phil, and then date. Date is pronounced like this. And then the T is unreleased. Phil, a date for the weekend. And then these two vowels are also not pronounced. So it's not for, it's not the, further. Okay, let's listen to that again. I'll speed it up a little bit.
What are you looking for, Phil? A date for the weekend?
Okay, I also can't hear the D being released in weekend. So weekend, not weekend. Let's move on. Let's listen to the most stressed syllable here in this part.
No, I'm just interested in you.
Okay, so the most important syllable here is interested. No, I'm just interested in you. Okay, so it's no, I'm just interested in you. Something like that. Now let's listen to the individual pronunciation of these words.
No, I'm just...
I definitely can't hear the U sound coming through there or the T. So instead of just, it's just. Let's listen to the next part.
Interested in you.
Interested in you. Okay, so what's happening there is this E is disappeared. So it's just interested. So we've just got interested. Like that. And then it links with in too. So interested in. Okay?
No, I'm just interested in you.
Okay, and the U is nice and strong. So we've got this sound here. You. Okay, let's move to the next part. We'll come back to full speed.
You know, what do you want?
You know, what do you want? So want is the strongest syllable here, but it's quite high like that too. You know, something like that. Let's listen to the individual words now.
Interested in you. You know, what do you...
So that's quite quiet. But what about the what? How does he pronounce that?
What do you want?
What do you want? Okay, so these two pronounced together, we've got water, water. Okay, now notice that that's pronounced the same as what are up here. So this is what are you looking for? Water. And then down here again, we've got what do you want? And then the U is just pronounced like this. Y. Listen to that one more time.
What do you want?
Okay, I'll listen to see if that T is released in want.
What do you want? What do you...
No, so the T is not released. So it's just what do you want, not what do you want. Okay, let's move on to the next part. How does he pronounce this bit?
What do you like?
Okay, so we've got a strong movement here to what do you like? And that's the what do you like? Maybe goes up like that as well. Let's listen to the pronunciation of the individual words.
What do you like?
What do you like? Okay, so once again, these two are being pronounced like this. So we've got this water, water. What do you like? And then this is also pronounced not you, but you. Okay, and now let's listen to the next part.
What do you think about?
What's the strongest syllable here?
What do you think about?
Okay, so the strongest syllable is think. What do you think about? And then we also have water again. What do you think about? And these two are linked together. So we'll first listen to this part. Water?
What do you like? What do you think about?
Okay, so maybe it's not a y, but more a u in this case. But think about. Those two are definitely linked together. Listen to that.
What do you think about?
Okay, and then we've definitely got think about. And I noticed that the T is not released. Check that out.
Like, what do you think about?
So it's not what do you think about, but what do you think about? Let's move on to the next part.
What kind of men are you interested in?
Okay, so the strongest syllable here is men. This is the most important word because it's new. What kind of men are you interested in? What kind of men are you interested in? Something like that. Now let's listen to the individual words.
What kind of men are you?
Wow. Okay, so what, that's unreleased. So it's just what kind, but the T is not pronounced. And then these two words together is pronounced like this. Kinda. What kinda? Listen to that one more time.
What kind of men are you interested in?
What kind of men? What kind of men? Okay, and then these two are linked as well. So we've got men. Listen to that bit again.
What kind of men are you interested in?
Men are you interested in? Okay, and then when we pronounce the U this way with a U with the W, then it links really nicely to the interested in here. So we've got interested. You interested. Okay, we'll see how he pronounces that end part.
What kind of men are you interested in?
Interested in. So we've definitely got linking there. Interested in. Let's move to the next part.
What do you do for fun?
Okay, so the strongest syllable there is fun. So what do you do for fun?
What do you do for fun?
Okay, so the other stuff is pronounced water again. So we've got water, yeah, do, and then for fun. Now, the first do here is a function word. So this is a grammatical word, which means that it's less important for meaning than this do here. So that's why it's quite common that this can be reduced, but not this one there. So we've got, what do you do for fun? We'll listen to that part again.
What do you do for fun?
Okay, I'll take it back a little bit more and then slow it down.
What do you do for fun?
What do you do for fun? We'll move to the next part. I'll speed it back up a little bit. All right, how does she pronounce this?
Is this for real, Phil?
Okay, so the most important syllable here is real. Is this for real, Phil?
Is this for real, Phil?
Is this? Okay, you can't even really hear the TH sound here. So it's, is this for real? And then these two R's melt together, so it becomes for real, Phil. And make sure you're pronouncing that with a nice dark L sound as well. So all, is this for real, Phil? Okay, let's listen to the next part.
Is this for real, Phil, or are you just trying to make me look like a fool?
Okay, so what's happening there? Trying to make me look like a fool. So this is the most important syllable, and we know that because it's the longest, like a fool. Are you just trying to make me look like a fool? Okay, so what's happening there? We've got, or you're just trying to make me look like a fool, something like that, yeah? Okay, so the or is so weak here, so that's basically gone. And then, yeah. So these two words are really reduced, so, yeah. We'll listen now to just.
Is this for real, Phil, or are you just trying to make me look?
Okay, so in just, I definitely can't hear this, and I can't hear the T either. And I can't hear the G. And how did these two words sound together? Let's hear them.
Is this for real, Phil, or are you just trying to make me look?
Trying to. I think there's a light trying to. I'll slow it down again and listen to that. Trying to.
Trying to make me look like.
Trying to. Okay, so this is what I'm hearing. Trying to. So what about the next parts now?
Fool. Is this for real, Phil, or are you just trying to make me look like a fool?
Okay, so in make, I definitely can't hear that the K is released, so it's just make. So something like this, with an unreleased K, make me look. We'll listen to that next part.
Phil, are you just trying to make me look like a fool?
Okay, now what I'm hearing here is we've got lu and then klai. Look like. Okay, I'll play that again. I'll slow it right down.
Just trying to make me look like a fool.
Look like a fool. Look like a fool. Look like a fool. Is this for real, Phil? Are you just trying to make me look like a fool? All right, we'll go to the next part. I'll speed that up a little bit. How does he pronounce this?
I'm just trying to talk like normal people talk.
What's the most stressed syllable? Let's listen again.
I'm just trying to talk like normal people talk.
Normal people. That's the strongest syllable here. So I'm just trying to talk like normal people talk. Okay, listen again.
I'm just trying to talk like normal people talk.
So there's a little normal people talk, a little emphasis there on that syllable. Okay, now coming back to the individual words. Again, just is not pronounced just, but we've just got jus. And then trying to. So I wonder how these two are pronounced. Let's listen for that.
I'm just trying to talk.
Trying to talk. So a real light trying to. So similar to how she pronounced it. So we've got trying to. Let's listen to the next bit.
I'm just trying to talk like normal.
Talk like. Okay, so again, we've got something similar with the K and the L coming together. So we've got to and then kla. Talk like. And then I think the K is unreleased. Let's listen.
I'm just trying to talk like.
I'm going to slow that down and listen again.
I'm just trying to talk like normal.
Talk like. Yeah, exactly. So the K, so we've got to and then klike. And then the K here is unreleased. Okay, so I'll play that one more time a little bit faster.
Look like a fool.
I'm just trying to talk like normal people talk.
Okay, I think the rest of it's pretty standard, like normal people talk. And then how does he pronounce this last bit?
Isn't this how they talk?
Okay. How they talk, this word, this syllable how is the strongest syllable here. This is where the direction of his intonation changes. Listen one more time.
Isn't this how they talk?
Isn't this how they talk? So isn't this how they talk? It sort of starts moving up from that point. Okay, now the pronunciation of the individual syllables isn't. This T is unreleased. Isn't this? And then he makes a pause there. We'll listen again.
They talk like normal people talk. Isn't this how they talk?
How they talk. And you can hear that is released at the end, the talk. Isn't this how they talk? Okay, so I'm going to go back and play the whole thing for you one more time. And you can read along with my annotations there as well. Okay, here we go. Right back to the beginning.
What are you looking for, Phil? A date for the weekend?
No, I'm just interested in you. You know, what do you want? What do you like? What do you think about? What kind of men are you interested in? What do you do for fun?
Is this for real, Phil, or are you just trying to make me look like a fool?
I'm just trying to talk like normal people talk. Isn't this how they talk?
All right, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Maybe leave a comment to let me know how useful that was for you. And I'll see you next time. See you later.